guys, hope you're having a great day today. It's Monday. Happy Monday morning to you. I hope that your day is going well. My day's going great. I'm back in my chair in my corner of my room. I don't have my shell picture anymore because it's on the wall. We got to glue some shells on it today. So it's been good. It's been a different kind of couple of weeks. Sometimes when life is different, or if we have people here, or Greg was home for a little bit, it just makes my normal routine a little bit different. And that's fine. That's the beautiful thing, is I share every day. And some days it looks a little different. So it just kind of mixes things up a little bit. I think that if you, well, I know sometimes doing the same thing every day, it's a little boring, right? I know this because I film every day, and a lot of people are like, not a lot of people, the people from past, they're like, you need to do more of this. I'm like, this is my real life. This is what I'm doing. It's not performative video making. This is Amy's life. This is what Amy's doing. So on Monday, we clean up. But some Mondays, I don't get to clean up. Like, I haven't done my room in quite some time. I had, like, real quick throw the vacuum in here, change the sheets on the bed, and I just put my gray ones on. And so just different things. But, you know, it's good. It's good to mix things up. It helps you learn to adjust to things. I tell my kids that all the time. They're, I think that, and I know this because my teenagers have, you know, all gotten jobs and go out in the world and become successful adults. And they say, you know, it's very hard, what I notice, for people to adjust to things. And so, and I understand that because I've had a bunch of adults I know that have a hard time adjusting to different things in life. And so just because, like, it's like it throws them all into a tailspin when something happens, you know, an upheaval in life. And so I said, that's one thing you guys are really good at, is because you've learned to, like, all right, adapt and switch. Oh, we got to do this. Let's do this. Or, oh, we're going to move to North Carolina. Let's learn this. Oh, we're moving to Florida. You learn to kind of go with the flow. And so it doesn't mean it's not an adjustment. It's just you learn to go with it. I know when we moved here, it was an adjustment for me, a big adjustment. I had a lot going on in my life, and it's taken some time. And so I'm finally feeling, it'll be 3 years. It's coming up in a couple of weeks. I told the kids, I said, it's starting to get real muggy outside, like sweaty eyeball weather, I call Florida. the summer, the sweaty eyeball, that's what I call it, weather. And I'm like, gosh, it just feels like just sweaty all the time. So I'm like, oh yeah, when we moved here, it was awful sweaty. I think it was like 115 every day. When we moved in, it was like record temps at the time. And so it's getting back to it where it's real toasty outside. So it's the time of year. Florida is wonderful and great. Love it here. You do all of your outdoor stuff, like, up until this point. So, like, your winter and spring are like your best seasons. Like, you want to get out, you want to hike, you want to be out doing things. Summer, it almost turns into, like, if you lived in a colder region, that's your, you know, like when we lived in Michigan, you waited for your fall / get into winter because you were ready to do projects in the house because it was just freezing outside. You weren't outside as much, so you did more indoor stuff. So I feel like it's switched for Florida. It's hot, and so it's really hot outside, and so you don't really go out as much because it's just sweaty eyeballs. That's what I call it. Your eyeballs literally sweat. So if you don't know that feeling, it's pretty toasty. So we're at that point here, but it's good. You know what? We go out. We did a lot of stuff the last couple weeks outside, and it was just toasty. And I'm like, okay, even this morning, I know I have a list of stuff to do, and I was just sitting here and I was reading my Bible, going through my stuff, throwing a couple things in laundry, and I was like, I'm in my head, I'm like, I don't want to go for a walk. I don't want to go for a walk. And Maxine loves her morning walks. And I was like, Maxine, isn't it just so sweaty outside? Because it's already, I'm not sure the temperature is. My thing's off. It's sweaty. Whatever it is, it's sweaty. And I was like, don't you just not want to go? But no, she informed me that she wanted to go. So I got up and she followed me, and I was like, okay, it's time for a walk. So she kept me going. So we went for a nice walk. It wasn't too bad. It was, it's definitely a little toasty out there, but we got our morning walk in, and I came back and I'm like, okay, let's keep rolling, because otherwise this chair gets awful comfy, and if I grab my phone, I could sit here like everybody else and just chill and relax with the fan blowing and just enjoy that. But instead, I got a whole list over here of life to do today. So we've got a lot of little random things to catch up on today. It's going to be a beautiful day today. I was sitting here reading my scripture, and one verse that has stuck out to me, especially this weekend, it's one of those things where, you know, when you see a verse and or God shows you a verse, and then, like, you think about it, it's like, okay, that's good, and then you see it again, and then you hear it again from a person, and then this was my experience, and then I came home and I happened to open my Bible. I don't believe in that, like, open your Bible and point to a verse, that's the one you should read, unless God God's showing you that. And I happened to open up and look down. It was just because I opened up and it was this verse, and I was like, all right, Lord, that's the same scripture. And it's not so much, it's like you get that good confirmation that, yeah, that's something from the Lord. That's something I need to focus on. And so for me, it was, it's the prayer and the golden rule. And it says, it's in Matthew 7, verse 7. It says, ask and keep on asking, and it will be given to you. Seek and keep on seeking, and you will find. Knock and keep on knocking, and the door will be open for you. For everyone who asks keeps asking, for everyone who keeps on asking receives, and he who keeps on seeking finds, and he who keeps on knocking, it will be opened. There's more. But speaking on those, I think that when you are going through different seasons in life, and I'm testing to my own life here, and sometimes you feel like you're in that wilderness. I know we moved here. I feel like life was a huge adjustment, and it feels like going through that wilderness a little bit, and it's like the quieter times. Don't really know anybody, not really getting opportunities to be out as much because I'm busy with other things with my kids. I feel like I need to shut this thing off because I feel like I'm going to go to edit today, and my microphone right here is going to be picking all that up. So let me shut that off. I apologize. It's all crackly beforehand. And so I think of this verse because sometimes you read it and you're like, ask and keep on asking. Do I got to keep praying and asking the same thing over and over and over again? And like, you know, the Bible talks about like God already knows what you need. So why do you have to keep on asking things? But for me, I feel like this is one of those things that when you are in that season, sometimes it's like it's more about persistence and keeping on it. Like, it's very easy to get depressed. It's very easy to get discouraged. It's very easy to get where you just want to sit back and not become complacent and not really do a whole lot of seeking. Very easy, very easy. I remember times in my life where I was laying there and I knew like I needed like the Lord, or even like being sick or just down, and all I had to do was pray. And that's it. And I remember in my head thinking, I don't even want to pray because I'm so tired. And I'm like, how hard is it to like think the prayer in your head? But I can see how the enemy wants to get you to that complacency where you don't even want to do it. It's like, and then it's more like, does it really work? Is it really doing anything? So I see that. So this verse reminds me to keep on keeping on. Like, keep pressing forward. Like, today was a day I didn't want to go for a walk, and I'm doing good for my weight loss, and I need to keep on that. Yes, I should take breaks, and I will if I need to, but I didn't really need to today. I should have walked, and I'm glad that I'm like, all right, let's just go for a walk, get going, because I probably would have sat for a little bit longer, drank another cup of coffee, and then finally got moving. But now it's like, okay, I've got my oxygen in my muscles. I'm like ready to get up and move. So keep on. So same thing when you're going through things in life, and that should be every day. Like, keep asking, keep seeking, keep knocking. Like, God will show you what you need to do, but you just keep moving forward. Sometimes you understand, you're like, what, God? I don't know. This is all I know to do, so I'm just going to do this. And guess what? Things will all come together. And they do. And then the next verse, I love this one. It says, or what man is there among you who, if his son asks for bread, will instead give him a stone? Or if he asks for a fish, will instead give him a snake? Like, well, would a person do that? Like, with a man, I thought it said father, but it says man in my scripture. But like, if your son, you know, if your child asks you for bread, would you give him a stone instead? Or if he asks for a fish to eat, you give him a snake? Yeah, no, that wouldn't happen. So it says, if you then, evil, sinful by nature as you are, meaning like we know that would be a wrong gift to give, right? So then it says, if we have those sinful thoughts, it says, know how to give good and advantageous gifts to your children, how much more will your Father who is in heaven, perfect as he is, give what is good and advantageous to those who keep on asking him. And so I think about that. It's like, yeah, God doesn't want to give you, he's not going to give you a stone unless you need a stone. He's not going to give you a snake if you need a fish. It's like, God knows the good things to give to you. You know what I mean? And so he's not going to give you the wrong gifts. And so just, you keep on asking. He will bring you what you need. And then I like the next verse. So then, in everything, treat others the same way you want them to treat you. For this is the law and the writings of the prophets. So again, if you are angry at people, you want to be frustrated with people, you want to have unforgiveness towards people, you want to have bitterness because you're angry at situations, no, that's not how you want people. You don't want people to have inward seething moments towards you. You want to treat them, even in your heart, as you would want to be treated back to you. You want to be forgiven. Like, I want God to forgive me for my sins. So we need to do that to others as well. And then it's like, I feel like you get to that verse And then it's like God gives that bread. God gives that a fish instead of you thinking you keep getting the stones in your life and the snakes in your life. So I don't know. That was just good encouragement for me today. So are we ready for a great day? We're ready. It's sweaty. We'll be inside. We got stuff to do. We got a room to clean, kitchen to do. I got a ton of laundry to do. So we've got food to make today all day long. We got stuff to do. So it's going to be an amazing day. I got to school with the kids. Maybe we'll get out in the pool because it's pretty toasty. We'll see how the day rolls. So it's going to be amazing. So you ready for a beautiful day? Yeah, keep on going. Keep asking. Keep on asking. Seek. Keep on seeking. Knock. Keep on knocking. Keep going. It's all about motivation to keep going forward. So we're going to have motivation to get moving for our day. You ready? All right, let's go. I've got some laundry to flip, so let me just flip that real quick. All right, what's a Monday without a sink full of dishes? I did do dishes in the morning yesterday, and then it's just a whole lot. The good thing is I had all those containers full of food. That was a good choice for the weekend. I really will probably do that more maybe on the weekend, like the little Mexican setup. It was good. We'll see how the week goes, but that was just a good thing. Everybody kind of grabbed what they like, which was nice. And I just cleaned them out. Everybody took the remainder last night. I just kind of threw very little bit away. So wash the dishes. While we're doing that, I'm gonna listen to some good music here. All right, dishes washed. There's a lot of dishes. A lot of containers, which will be nice because I need to replace them. Did you see our mangoes up here? Oh my goodness, our mangoes, they came off the tree. Look at how, they're huge. I haven't tried them yet because they're not soft. This one's soft. I can cut into this one. Look how small that is though. This one I can probably cut up today. These are not ready yet, but yeah, look at all those mangoes. We still have, those are the ones all on the bottom. I just touched them and they fell off. And then, I've got ones that are on the top. We got to use like I'm thinking like the pool skimmer. We got like a basket, like, a netted basket that we can kind of take it up to the tree and shake it and it should come off. So all good things. Okay, let's wipe off countertops here. Look what I got. Did you ever see these? Smart glasses. They're not the ones like meta glasses or whatever they have, but they're supposed to be able to record while you're wearing them. So I thought, I'm like, I'll try them. I'll try that this week so I can you can get my point of view when I see things. I don't know, something different, something fun. Be fun to try. Okay, let's wipe the counters because they are dirty. I still have my Banyan coffee. I just have to grind it, but I have one more. I bought this one, Colombian coffee. I'm sure it's good. It smells delicious. This one's good right here. I like to leave this right there so it's easier. Okay, let's keep wiping. Beautiful thing, we didn't really cook. I fried a couple eggs. That was it this weekend, so not very dirty on the stove. That's even better. I love when you don't have to clean up a stove. Pull my bulbs out of the plant, so I'm like, put my finger in, it's very dry soil. So I assume it's time to fill it up. We gotta see. It's just not, I don't know, it's like fuzzy. I don't know, I'm not sure. It doesn't, the soil on this, it's not super wet. That's where I'm like, it's like dry. So what am I doing to the plant? Does it say no sun maybe? Is it a sunless plant? Leaf joy, bring nature inside. Bring nature inside, but just don't kill it. I just don't know. I don't know, people. So I don't know. I feel like, hold on. Let's do something here. There's a QR code. Let me scan it and see.
Welcome to Proven Winners Leaf Joy. With Leaf Joy houseplants, you can add a splash of color to any indoor space. Every Leaf Joy houseplant has different light and humidity requirements, from direct sunlight to avoid burning the leaves.
Ooh.
To check your...
Okay, so the only thing I can think of, it's in the window. It's not the direct sun, but obviously the sun comes in. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. So you know what we'll do with it? Let's put it like on the ledge here. It's bright in here. It's not, I don't know. It's dry. The soil is dry. It's not wet, but it's like, look at the leaves. This is a new one too. The other ones are doing great. That one on the floor, it's looking better. It's looking fuller. It's still got a little bit of dead things, but it definitely, the soil is empty. So we're learning, people. Let me just get these little things done. Like my Christmas cactus, this is looking good. I mean, it's not really huge or anything, but it's not dying. Oh, look, there's a little thing sticking out, and it did bud this year. And I put in a little bit bigger pot. So, oh, it does have the little buds coming out. So that's actually adjusting to life with me. So I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll leave it out the window. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they don't like it. Maybe it's getting too hot in the window. I think this, maybe, you know what? I don't know. Let me put these like out here. We're gonna call this one the Born Again Believer plant. Because I got it at, Born Again because it's coming back. It had another like stem out of it, and I had it sitting over there in the other pot that I had, that short round one, and I went to touch the stem and it was literally hollow, and I was like, where'd the inside go? And then all the leaves just fell off. So this is looking better, but we replanted it. I got a new pot. So this I put 2 in because I think these are for small ones. So I feel like 2 is good, but is this it? So maybe it's too hot over there. Maybe it doesn't like the sunshine. I don't know. I feel like plants should have sunshine. So my peace lily is over there. That's doing great. That doesn't get any sun. It's literally in the middle of my living room. So maybe I just need to put this up on the where it was and see if it does well. I don't know. Again, I gotta flip laundry. We're learning stuff here, people. I don't know how to take care of my plants. I do. It's just I just don't know what's good. It was up here before, and it like that's when it died. So do I not put it there? I don't know. Maybe just on the floor. Okay, let me fill these ones up for the peace lily. Now this one's growing good. Like it's got a lot of new growth in it. It does have the dead ends, but I think that's when I killed it last time. So is this, I don't know, we'll see. But this does really well right here. Like this spot, I feel like once I find a spot that works, I'm leaving it. So I don't want to move this because it's doing amazing. Like maybe I should I put that in my kitchen and put the other one right here? Would that mess that whole thing up because it doesn't like it? We could try it, right? I don't know, let me see. You move something, it's gonna die on you. Like maybe there is a vent up there, maybe there's a vent up here too. Actually, there's a vent up here. And then there's one over there. Maybe it just doesn't, maybe it gets too cold. I don't know, let me try it, it never gets too freezing here. Let's put this like right here. All right, let's put that right there for a little bit. See how it does. See if it, maybe this is the sweet spot of life. Let me go put this in my kitchen. Maybe this can go on the floor since it's doing so well too, my adjustment floor. Did I show you my sterile picture on the wall? I did not. Actually, let me go put this actually over here. I'm gonna put it by the sunshine, and I'm gonna shut the blind, but it's getting too bright in here to film. Maybe that will do better over here. I don't know. I mean, it's doing great. There's no complaint. I'll move that. We'll leave it there for a few days and see if maybe it wants a little bit of sunshine. Put that over there. Maybe it just needs a new spot to grow. I don't know. I'm just hopeful. Trying to keep it alive, and then maybe again, it's probably just too much sun. Too much sun. Isn't that crazy? Okay, did I do everything here? I wiped my whole kitchen down, right? Okay, we gotta go flip some laundry. I know we gotta do that. Let's go do that right now. Okay, let's go this way. We get out here. The laundry is done. So kitchen, I think the kitchen cleanup is finished. I'll probably go and do my bedroom real quick, and then we'll go make food. Hold on, make your way around the basket. Sit you right here. Let me empty this. All right, let's go. Don't bring the basket. Okay, bedroom, easy. I'm just gonna get my sheets out to make my bed. Bedroom's done. I have to do vacuuming there. Vacuum's all the way upstairs. It's all the way upstairs, so I don't want to go get that. And I'm okay with it. I'm like, kids can bring it down, somebody can vacuum the floor. That'll work. So I've already cleaned my shower. I'm gonna clean my toilet real quick and come back, and then we'll swipe this off, and then we'll vacuum. I gotta vacuum here to get all the hair off, and then we'll just wash the floors all at once. Maddie likes washing floors, so I should probably do that. up in here. I've cleaned toilet, wiped the sinks off, showers clean, emptied the trash. Maxine's tub, I don't scrub that out. I just rinsed it to get like the random dust and dirt off. She's gonna need a bath one of these times here. And then we just got a vacuum. And then I'll mop all the floors somehow, some way. Today, I gotta do that, right? Because I'll vacuum them and then I'll just leave them. And then I'm like, I gotta do the floors. So we will get to that. Okay, let's go out to the kitchen. All right, back to the kitchen. Here we are. So I've got majority of my cleaning done. I want to pick my rugs up so I can vacuum all the floors. That's something I do want to do here in a little bit. But I want to get dinner rolling because I want to cook like a roast, and that's going to take some time. So I'm finally going to do this recipe. It looks so good, and I don't know why. It's the one recipe I keep putting off every month. I'm like, next month, and I never do it. And it's one of those that's probably going to taste delicious. So I think it's technically called Yorkshire pudding. Anne Marie Mitchell, you gave me your recipe. I saw some online do it. It looked really cool. Basically, it looks like a what are those things called? Popovers. It looks like a popover, but you do it. I'm gonna do mine in like a tin pan. You basically make the popover in there, and then it's like basically a fluffed up bread bowl is what I call it in my head. And then I'm gonna cook some beef, like a roast, and I'm gonna cook potatoes and carrots, and we'll make a gravy. And I'm pretty sure from what I saw, I don't know if Anne-Marie, you do yours like this, but you basically make the little bowl thing, put it in the oven, it'll bake up, it'll get fluffy, and then you have this nice little bowl and you put your meat in it, potatoes, carrots, and gravy, and you eat it, and you can eat your bowl. It looks great. It looks delicious. It'll probably be fantastic. It's just something I've put off forever. So today is the day. So I'm gonna get out of the refrigerator all my ingredients. Well, because this is frozen salad. Yes, it's frozen. I got it out yesterday. And so it's gonna take some time. I'm gonna do a slow cooker because I want the beef nice and tender. And then I do have potatoes and carrots, but I'll add those in a couple hours after I know this is nice and tender. So I do have chunks, but I'm like cut up, but I'm thinking this will be best. So I'm gonna get out some ingredients. Using up those spices. So what I'm gonna do is put a little bit of beef bouillon in there because we'll make a gravy in there. And then my mom would always do like an onion soup mix packet, which I probably could, but I'll save that for a bit. I have onions right here, and I have caramelized onion. That's the next chunk. Caramelized onion from Kinder's, so I'll just use this. So this will go in here, and then I won't put any water in it because it'll thaw here. Okay, so that's gonna cook for quite some time, and then we'll make the rest of it. Want to see the shells? There you go, there's some shells. I'll show you the one over there in the living room maybe tomorrow because I gotta glue some shells on it and finish it. But this will be good, and then in a couple hours, it's only 8:30, and then in a couple hours I will kind of pull the roast apart because we like it tender, and then we'll add in potatoes, carrots, and let it cook for even longer, and then the dough will go in the oven and then bake up real fluffy. So what are we gonna do for breakfast? I'm looking, I might just want to do cereal today. Lunch, I was going to do some soups. I think I'm going to do, let me see what I wrote down. I wrote down chicken noodle soup and ABC soup. Yes, because I got those ABC. Some kids like the ABC, some kids like the chicken noodle. So I'm going to do 2 small little pots of that and put you on the counter. Okay, I've been going around finding different things. I'm like, okay, what do I got to make today? So let's do, I pulled out some bananas. I also pulled out, remember the sorbet I made? I made it a little bit ago. I pulled one out and had it yesterday. Put it in the microwave for like 30 seconds. There, I have 4 containers. They've been in there for a little bit. So I'm thinking to let these kind of thaw a little bit. And I'm gonna grind those up with these little berries that I have from the fresh ones. I've got frozen bananas, add a little bit of milk and make a smoothie. So kids will have smoothies, they like that. So those are just sitting out so they can thaw. And then that'll use up those fragments, which is good. So I'm thinking I'll do a chicken noodle and the ABC old-fashioned soup from when I was a kid. Anybody else remember that? Delicious. So for chicken, this is all I'm gonna do here. A little bit of chicken, not very much, just like this. Chicken, I'm gonna add some dried onions, and I'm gonna add some chicken bouillon, and then I'm gonna add some of these. That's it, and water. We'll let that come to a boil, and then we'll add the tiny, I think it's Fidio pasta, is that what it's called, Fidio? Kids love it. Simple and easy. I'm gonna make a couple for sandwich material. I have hard-boiled eggs. I was gonna make some sandwich material, but I think I'm out of bread. We can do tortillas or crackers. That'll be actually good. Yeah, let's do a little mixture. Hold on. This over here. We'll do like a little charcuterie kind of grab munchy board. Okay, let me look at my recipe for the ABC. This to me is just like opening a can of soup without having to open a can of soup. So I'm gonna add vegetables. It's like the vegetarian one. Remember the vegetarian ABC? I've got the ABCs right here. Go at your Walmart. This noodles are in the Hispanic section. They're in boxes. You can get that, and here's the little like Mrs. Grass noodles, and they're great. So okay, so for mine, I'm gonna do that. We're gonna add some basil, oregano, thyme, oregano. You gotta add onion, I feel like. Onion. Add a little bit of thyme in there. And then, I don't remember if I used what I used last time. I don't even know. I just Googled a recipe real quick and I'm like, okay, close. I'm gonna do tomato paste. And then this recipe has vegetable juice. I don't have any vegetable juice, but I do have tomato broth, tomato bouillon, so I'm gonna use that. So we're gonna do, this can of worms is great, but it's harder on the small ones. It's really hard to stay on. So that one worked though. Okay, let's see how much of this we add in here. Because it says, I don't even know. This recipe says 6 tablespoons. Is that a whole can? You know, let me add the whole can because I'm not adding tomato juice. And then we'll add water. It's all about flavoring it. Okay, then I'm gonna put tomato bouillon in it. Is that the end? Finally. It was a bent one. There you go. Okay, that's used up. Let this come to a boil over here. Okay, remember my watermelon from last week? We finally finished the watermelon. So let me cut this. That's good. I would chop off this part. It feels gummy. Actually, it's like this. Oh. I probably should have covered it. So I would cut off a little bit here. But not bad. For some reason, the tiny ones get eaten real well. Better than having it chunks in there. So this will be great. I'll just put this in the refrigerator for later. I gotta go flip my laundry real quick. All right, flip my laundry. Let me get these in here and then I'll have these washed. So this is basically sorbet. It's berries, banana. I think that's it. So it's a little bit. It's good. I had some last night. I'm not a big banana person. I was like, nobody's eating the rest of it. So it's better when it's fresh because it's so frozen. You know what I mean? You just have to put it in the microwave for like 30 seconds. But this will use up this stuff. I think I bought, yeah, I did. Like a couple trips ago, I bought more berries to make more sorbet, and I have not because we've had this. So put this in here. Whoop, I have a berry smoothie. Look at it, and we'll use these up right here. That'll be a good one. We'll let it kind of thaw. Let me just throw in a couple bananas here. Maybe that are separated. Obviously, it's going to thaw a little bit more. Now looking at my refrigerator, I have a lactose-free yogurt in there. I think I have 2 more yogurts. So I do have a little bit to make more. I think it's gonna rain outside. So I think I'm gonna put that in here and do like a, this is the lactose-free one. Do like a animal smoothie. You know what I mean? So let's see. Let's see how much of this we get. It might be 2 frozen. We'll see. That's good. I'm not a big yogurt person. That's very good. Very fruity. So that's great. So I've only got like 1/3 of a jar left. Can I shove all this in here, people? I know. I'm trying to use everything up. I even like took the mixed vegetables and I'm like, let me just divide this up in between everything. I'm trying to, you're gathering fragrance shoes and things up. We're down to this will be our 3rd month when I did my huge stock up grocery shopping. Like where I got all my meat and stuff, so I did it in the end of March, so it's end of April, end of May. It'll be the end of June this month. So I'm trying to Do I use everything or do I not? So that's like the roast pieces, because that's something we usually eat a lot of hamburger and chicken. So the hamburger's gone. Well, not gone. I've got a couple meatloafs in there. I've got a couple 2 packs of raw hamburger. I think that's it. I might have some burgers, but like no cooked stuff. In the chicken, I've got like all chicken tenders and chicken bites, stuff like that I have to do stuff with. So this week I pulled chicken to make stuff, and then we'll do like a meatloaf this week too. So just gathering things up, using up so I can see what I can stock back up on. Okay, let's go over here now. I smell the chicken noodle is boiling away. So one thing we add to ours is a little pinch of red pepper flakes. A couple pinches. The kids like it a little bit spicy, so this is good here. I just have this way turned down. I'm like, this is taking forever. Because you turn it down, you check the stuff. So you just want to make sure it tastes good. That's all that matters. Let me taste it. Oh yeah, that's delicious. All right, measure it out. It's half a package. That's all you need. It doesn't seem like it'd be much, but it is. So these I think are 50 cents. I'm pretty sure they're 50 cents. Vermicelli, I'm pretty sure it's 50 cents. Remember Rice-A-Roni had vermicelli? This is your Rice-A-Roni, people. Okay, so I usually let it come to a boil, which I think it's right there, and then I just shut it off because I let it kind of absorb in there. The spoon is hot. Okay, let that boil for just a few minutes, and then I'll shut it off. I'm gonna call this, we're gonna do a 90s lunch. Like when I was a kid, I had the soup. I would have Campbell's soup, and then my mom would do carrot sticks and celery. Anybody else's mom? So I have carrots, I have celery. I'm gonna cut some up in a cucumber, put them on a tray, and then I've got some hard-boiled eggs. I'm gonna smash those. Should we do those? Like salad, or do like hard-boiled eggs? They might eat them that way. Maybe I'll do deviled eggs and be like, yeah, maybe I'll do that because I've got a little bit of chicken salad in there. But I don't know how much, like, do they want soup and a sandwich? Maybe I'll just do mini hard-boiled eggs. There's literally 1, 2, 3, 4. There'll be 5 of them. I bet you they'll eat those. Okay, let me clean these off right here. And then we'll cut these up. I hate plastic. And then we'll cut these up and put them on a plate. This will work out better. I'm thinking that everybody came down and got a smoothie. I'm thinking everybody will like this versus egg salad sandwich. You know what I mean? So just a little bit different. And then I'll put these out. I will see if they want like crackers and eggs or chicken salad. I have a little bit in there. I just don't know if everybody wants that. So what I'm doing is I'm waiting on the meat. It's got to cook. And we're going to do, I just got to take the rugs up. I'll get those in the washer, but there's already laundry going right now. So I'm thinking I will take a break from you guys and do our school stuff. We watch videos, documentaries, and then for summer they just kind of do like a math review type thing just to keep their brains functioning as best as mamas can get them function. So very simple, very easy. So we'll probably get that done. Then we have a list of chores on the refrigerator. I got it nice and detailed. They're like, oh my goodness, list of chores. I'm like, it's just detailed. It's just the details. Because instead of managing and running, basically following behind and having to say, oh no, do this, it's like I write everything out. So that way everything's covered. And I usually like them just to put a line through it if they do it, because I will forget if it's been done. That way I can kind of check it, but either way. So I think I'm just gonna use a spoon and put these in here versus putting them in a bag. Okay, let me make these.
Fishing, canoeing, possibly.
So hot outside, isn't it? I pulled the chicken out and I poured it, I put it on the plate with the eggs. So basically I'll put the eggs in the chicken and be like, grab some of the protein, get some veggies, and get some soup. The soup is delicious. I'll show you what that looks like when I would cook it. And then wipe my mess up here. This is gathering up all the containers, getting them washed so we can put them, back away. So I'm gonna do that right now and then flip laundry. And we're gonna go do our video for school. All right, so the kids are off doing their chores now. We watched the documentary. We're watching documentaries. I kind of choose different ones just to show them worldview of things, plastic, the water, that. So we just started watching Fed Up. That's pretty good. Just the food industry and all of that. So it makes you see a lot of things that, you might not learn from a school textbook, a school health food nutrition textbook. So we started watching that. So we did about an hour of that, and I figured we'll watch either the rest tomorrow, and that'll be good. So now we're gonna do chores. My meat's still cooking, and we're doing great. I wanted to show you, look at the vegetable soup right here. Look at that easy soup. Look at how yummy that is. right there. This is chicken noodle. Look at that. Delicious. Perfect. So I'm putting this out, and I'm putting out the veggies and the eggs and the chicken. They can just grab and eat as they're doing their stuff today. All right, people. Busy, busy, busy. Got done with what I needed to get done with the kids. Did I? I did. I was thinking, did I do? Did I? I did. So I came downstairs. Started washing my floor. Look at the roast here. See how it's nice? It'll be like fall apart, delicious. So I'm just gonna leave that right there. We're gonna throw in the potatoes. Cut these up and let that cook. It should still go. It's only one, right? Yeah, 3 hours. That should be plenty. So I'm just gonna put this right on the bottom here. I'm debating. I took away a potato thinking I don't need as much because, you know, you get too many and then it'll be like, why is there so many potatoes? So I'm going to cut this up in here. They call it the Yorkshire pudding part. It's like basically the bread part. I think I'll have to do that a little bit closer to it because I'm pretty sure it would like grow and deflate. You know what I mean? So we'll cut this up in here, and then it's a good day. It's really hot outside. I was thinking we'd go swimming, it's just toasty. It's just like too hot, you know what I mean? So you don't even want to go outside and doing that right now. And I think we're doing the park tonight with some of their friends. So I think we'll be heading out later, sweating then, and then we'll just come back and swim in the pool tonight. So it's all good. Okay, let me just keep chopping this up. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, it's way too hot. I think Autumn wanted to go. All right, so my day is gonna get busy as it always does in the afternoon, and I'm like, I need to make this, I guess I say Yorkshire pudding part, basically the popover part. So her recipe was 1 cup flour, 1 cup egg, 1 cup milk. So I'm like, okay, that's easy. So I Googled it, and 1 cup of eggs is 5 eggs. I actually don't know how much that makes. So do I do 1 or do I do 2? You know what? Let's be safe. Let's do 5. Let's do 5 egg. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I got double. I was gonna do double. Let me do this first. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Mix this here. And then I'll add a cup of milk and a cup of flour. Probably could do it all at once. I wonder if I can use my immersion blender. Probably. So let's do a cup of that, a cup of this. And then the person I saw make theirs, like I have popover cups, but the key was they put the meal in the pan. So I saw her using foil pans, and I'm like, okay, that's genius. So what I'm doing is I'm heating my oven up right now, and we'll do at 425 because you want it to get really, really hot. So I'm thinking, let me do this here, and then I guess I'll just do 1 batch and see what it looks like. So I know it'll be like a thinner batter, right? It'll just be like puffed up. So we'll put the salt in here. So I'm excited to make this because it's basically like eating a bread bowl, right? Like having your own little bread bowl, but a popover bowl, which probably is way better. When I hear Yorkshire pudding, I think like something sweet. Obviously, it's not sweet. So I think it'll be very good. And then the roast is cooking, and we should be good to go today. I was gonna do a walk earlier, but it's so toasty out. So I'm thinking we're gonna do the park tonight. So the kids have some things there. So we'll go there and I'll walk at the park, get some walking on. Okay, so it did say to heat it up real hot. So it's a vegetable oil. You probably could use a different oil. Again, we're just, and like in my popovers, I would do butter, but I'm doing what Google says. I'm gonna put these in my oven so they can heat up. I just preheated my small oven, and I'm actually gonna use the big oven because the pie plates don't fit in there. So I'll just do 1 and I'll do these 2 and see what it looks like, and then we'll add more if we want to do more. I have no idea how much to add in here, so we're gonna just try. I guess it only does 2. So we will see. 18-23 minutes. It should kind of puff up a little bit. Probably could have let it sit a few more minutes. Should I do 2 more? I guess I'll see how they turn out. Or yeah, they're gonna turn out amazing, aren't they? Yeah, they will. All right, we're letting that bake in there. It's rising up, so that's good. I got 1 more load of laundry. I did the kids' shower curtains were moldy. So I have, they're in the washer right now. I had to bleach them, but the bottom of their colored is moldy. How do you get rid of that? I'm gonna have to get like color safe mold remover, correct? What's another way to do it? I just sprinkled some peroxide on the other one that's hung outside. It's not coming up. I know you can't bleach these because they'll change the colors. So let's see, look at that, didn't even come out. Yuck. That didn't even come out. All right, I guess we're gonna do a bleach soak in this tub. All right, I have to put one of these in. I think my washer's been stinking. I do have an ultra fresh vent. I think you just put it inside, right? Pour it directly into the washer drum. Yeah, it's starting to smell, and I do the ultra fresh, but it's one of those things like everybody's doing laundry, you know what I mean? So kind of hard to time it. So I think I can just do that and do the self clean. There you go. Let it self clean or sanitize. Self clean, that would make more sense, correct? Not sanitize. Sanitize is for the clothing. Okay, let's do self clean. Okay, well, I'm going to, let me put this away. I guess I'm gonna have to get, oh, you know what, I can put it in the bathroom sink. I'm just thinking we're gonna put it that I can do a sink full of bleach without decisions. The bathtub? Maybe I'll do the bathtub. I could do that. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, I'm checking. The things are popping up, so that's good. Let me go in my bathroom here. Let me go fill my tub up. It's the day that you have a red shirt on and you get some kind of bleach splatter on it. So I'll be letting it soak. It's in the bath, getting this stuff in there, so it's kind of, I think that's it, right? Is that it? Nice and crispy, maybe a little bit more. Okay, I think that's good. Let me take these out. I think if you put the butter on them, they might be a little bit more flavorful, but maybe the oil's good. Is that it? I know it's gonna deflate some. How fun! Let me get a bowl here. So I think that they're gonna need to puff up and get it like a bowl. So let me, I'll do another one. Let me do another one. Put these in the oven again. Because they're gonna go flat, obviously they're gonna deflate. So I'll try another one. I don't mind doing another one here. Let me correct. Let me do the same thing I just did. Probably be better. It's almost close to dinner. We have to head out the door in a little bit. It's not almost dinner, it's only 2. But we'll be eating early to leave. So I think it's one of those things you have to make like right when you're doing it, you know what I mean? Basically it's popover, which is great. So it'll be good with the roast and all that in it. I think it'll be good. That's me. But again, it'd probably be better if you do like a whole one. Make it into a bowl, you know what I mean? So I'm doing what I can do today. Let's try this again. Okay, what I'm doing for here, how are we looking here? I'm gonna make, let me see, how's our stuff? Potatoes are still hard. No, they're not done yet. Almost, but not. But yeah, there's the roast. Okay, it's gonna be fall apart tender. I think we just need some more liquid in there. Let me add some more water here. I think it'd be good to add a little bit of liquid in here. It's a little lower, so I'm gonna do, this is cornstarch, a little bit of beef broth. I'm gonna put some pepper in here. Basically, we're gonna pour this in here, and there's already liquid in here. Then it can thicken, and you have your gravy. You know what I mean? There's already some yummy in there. Yeah, a little bit more sticking to the sides. I don't want it sticking. No potatoes sticking. The beef here. Let me just kind of pull it apart. I'm thinking more water. Okay, should add more water earlier. Ooh, it's hot. Hot. It's gonna taste good though. Basically kind of pull it apart in chunks. So what you do is you have that crispy bread there, which I'll have to reheat the one as it gets closer to dinner, and then you basically put, hold on, I don't need more water. Too much, not too much, just cornstarch. You want to make sure it's not too thick. You know what I mean? You don't want thick gravy. That's a good thing, because that thickened right away. And the more this can sit in here, basically it's like stew, not really. Ooh, I want to add some peas too. Will that throw everybody off? I'll throw some peas in there. Basically it's like stew. Put some peas in here for color. A little too much. Okay, so we're gonna let this kind of heat up here for a little bit more. I think this is gonna be delicious. It tastes really good. The thickness is there. And it's good. It just needs to be a little bit longer. Basically like a big giant stew. Okay, yay on that. Look at how fun that is. That's what you want, it to fluff right up. So this, I'll let this one go a little bit more, so hopefully it doesn't burn. And then the other one, maybe then we'll have to put it back in the oven just to kind of make it crispier when it comes time to eat it. But probably half hour or so in the crock pot here to get that. That tastes good. It tastes very good. Very happy with the way it turned out. So we'll see. Maddie said it smells very good. We'll see how everybody is going to be like, ooh, stew. But it's good to do different things. And then because it can be cheesy hot dogs a different day. And then what else we have to do? So I've got my washer doing the cleansing, and then I've got in my tub the white in there with the bleach. I'm just letting that soak for a while. It's probably gonna soak for a while in there. And then got a couple rugs outside still. I put these rugs down in here. So I'm feeling like a great Monday. Okay, and then it's almost time. We're gonna eat, and then we're gonna head out to the park. It'll be very sweaty, but it'll be good. Good exercise. Come home and jump in the pool to cool off. And tomorrow will be another whole day, which is great. So this is awesome. Look at that. Okay, I know you're not supposed to open there and see that. I think that's what you want it to do. Let me do a little turn here. Tomorrow we gotta do some more baking too. Remember how I was doing test kitchen for muffins? We're gonna be doing test kitchen for healthy cookies tomorrow. So I'm gonna try a couple new recipes and kind of see a good one in here. So it's all good. Hi, Pussy. So it'd probably be really good to move the rack down even more, because once I've got it in high bake to make it really hot. And obviously it wants to kind of brown the top. So probably rise up a little bit more if I put it down lower, you know what I mean? Then it has a little bit more heat to go, but this is good. Hey, not bad. Maddie's like, ooh, popovers. We hadn't had popovers in a while. So this will be a great, great thing. All right, let's finish these up. That's what I'm thinking. Nice and fluffy and crispy. This is the better one for sure. Yep. And then what I would do is serve dinner right now. Pour the gravy and the meat in there and serve it up. But not eating just yet, so they're gonna get flat. It's okay. Okay, it tastes like a popover, which is great. So we're gonna do this different. We're just gonna take this and put it in the oven. When it goes time to eat it, heat it up real hot, let it get crispy. It'll be more like a flat one. That's okay. Pour a little flop of stew on top, eat it, grab your little bread, dip it in there. It makes things I'm here eating, so it's just making noise. So I think I'm done for today for you guys. I got a bunch to do. I got a bunch to do today. I'm gonna have to head out the door, and then tomorrow I got a busy day as well. I'll bring you along this whole week. We got lots of stuff going on, so it's gonna be amazing. So have a fantastic rest of your day. Come back tomorrow. We're doing Amy's Test Kitchen for healthy cooking. All healthy with real ingredients. So have a fantastic day. I'll see ya. Bye.